Shout out to my minute, man. Shout out my boy Brent, man. This is great, man. This is something like I feel like I'm a part of history right now. Just doing this right now. So yeah, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. Do not stop, bro. Keep your foot on the neck. All right, man. Yeah.
Number one podcast in the universe, the whole entire universe, man, the world, the galaxy, all that there, man. We're live in Denver, Colorado with one of the hottest upcoming artists from the Eastside, man. The aka Eastside Uzumaki. Is that how you say it, or did I pronounce it?
Eastside Uzumaki. Like Naruto Uzumaki.
Okay, Uzumaki.
Yeah. And
Okay, man. Matthias the Great, what's the word?
what's up, man? How you living? How you feeling?
I appreciate you for coming on the show.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's just start there then. Where did that nickname come from?
Eastside Uzumaki.
Yeah.
Just being a hood nigga nerd, nigga like a lot of niggas don't even I don't know how many niggas. I mean, nowadays people watch anime and shit, but
Back in the day.
yeah, I was one of them pioneer niggas.
Yeah.
I was always weird. Like I was in the hood like watching weird shit. I used to watch Seinfeld and all types of shit.
Seinfeld?
Yeah, dead ass. Like in the projects, watching that shit. Like I don't know. I just got like I was able to grasp other like people's type of banter and shit as
Yeah.
well as like the hood shit. But I always liked Naruto and shit. So you know what I'm saying. I feel like I named my first mixtape Eastside Uzumaki because it was like his story is like a fucking like he was like on some like I don't know orphan shit and like trying to find himself and like had a demon in him the whole time and end up you know what I'm saying being the king and shit type shit. So like that kind of I feel like that sums my shit up a lot. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, were you born and raised on the east side then?
Yeah. 27 Lawrence.
Okay. In the hood project?
Yeah.
What does HUD stand for?
Some type of housing. Yeah.
Okay. And then you moved to Parkhill in 13?
Yeah. So they tore down the projects, and I mean, I didn't really know what was going on. Like all my friends was over there and shit, and I was still in school on the east side. And the crazy thing about the east side is, so I went to Y Edison,
Okay.
and that was like a charter school or whatever.
Yeah.
Not necessarily for
high school or middle school?
that was elementary and middle school. It was a K through 8 or whatever. And it's supposed to be like a charter school or whatever for like smart kids, and they'll be in just a bunch of badass kids because it was in the fucking middle of the east side. And like early 2000s, the gang shit was so bad during that time. Like our uniform had to be navy blue and khaki and shit. Like so we wouldn't get killed going to school type shit.
So you couldn't wear like jerseys and
Yeah.
fitted.
Right. So we had to wear like navy blue, like khaki, like Dickies was acceptable and shit. But like they didn't know that they didn't realize that was also a gang like uniform type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
color
wise and like niggas was wearing blue polos and blue khakis and Dickies and shit, and that was our uniform like type shit. Cause like I mean we were supposed to get like button ups and shit, but like when niggas got button ups, niggas got Dickies. Niggas didn't go get the nice button ups that they wanted us to get. We got Dickies and shit. So nigga, we was looking like little, you know what I'm saying? Like little Crips and shit, but it's cool because you know what I'm saying, you in the east side shit, you around the neighborhood, big homies know you, everybody and shit like that. But what you know what I'm saying, when the projects or when our section 8 moved us to Parkhill, shit got kind of weird for a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Especially wearing that shit, going home every day. It's wild.
So you had to go like once you moved to Parkhill, you had to wear the same uniform.
Yeah, I was still going to school on the east side.
Yeah,
So I was catching the bus. I lived on 33rd and Olive. We moved to 33rd and Olive when I was 13. And I was catching the 43 every day to go to school.
Right.
And so, yeah, that was my life from like 2000 like 2001 to like, I don't know, to like 2008, some shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was life like growing up at that point? And like, what were some of the, I guess, regular activities as a kid? Were you into like sports or other hobbies and stuff?
Yeah. Well, I play football and shit. I play football. Monty Vivian, she was married to Stevie Johnson, a little bit bad, a
Okay.
boxer. So I was into boxing too, and she used to go down to Red Shield.
Yeah.
And so I was an active kid. Um, I played for the Disciples, Eastside Disciples and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like I was like defensive end, man. I used to crush them little bastards.
Yeah. Yes.
I used to fuck them up, man. Throw my big ass. I was about this big when I was 13. I probably got like 2 more inches, and
Really?
I had like one big Grossberg, and that was it. For real. I wasn't a small kid, bro.
Were you ever pursuing like a NFL career at that point, or like a career in football in general?
Nah, not for real. Because I feel like if you pursuing an NFL career, you're like actually like locked in on this shit. Like honestly, I had a real religious grandma, and she wasn't even happy that I was playing football. She wanted me
Yeah.
to go to church. Nigga, that's it. Nigga, I was doing everything other. And
Just because of like the
so I
hedonism and
didn't.
stuff? Well, I guess that
Yeah,
was kind of before you.
yeah, but you know, she just really wanted, like, you know what I'm saying, she wanted a preacher son type shit, and
Yeah.
she really just didn't want me to turn out like my father and shit. You know what I'm saying, he's from Brick City and shit, and
Okay.
it's OG Eastside nigga, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Shout out Big Mike, Daddy, you know. But she was so afraid of me like turning out like my dad that she kind of pushed me too hard to go the other way, and then I ended up going all the fuck the other way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm, okay.
But that was kind of more defensive in my opinion. Cause especially when we moved to Parkhill, bro, it was like, you know what I'm saying, niggas was, and then I got reputable cousins too and shit. And when you got reputable cousins out here, and niggas find out that that's your cousins, and you walking around enemy territory every day, it gets wild. So people, I don't think people really knew how bad like it was for me. Like, but I thought the shit was normal.
Mm.
Like getting chased every day and shit, and shot at, and fucking niggas trying to jump me, and it's just wild. Like shit, but like
Uh,
I don't want to sound fucked up. I almost got so used to it that it got fun type shit. Like it was
mm,
like nigga, who's going to like, it was like I
yeah.
thought the shit was normal, but it was, you know what I'm saying, I didn't realize I was stressed. I didn't realize I was going through trauma and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I want to get back into that in a little bit, but what religion was your family?
My
What
grandma was she was a devout Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she was knocking on niggas' doors Saturday morning. Funny story about that. I remember when I first started getting you know what I'm saying, involved with a criminal gang lifestyle and shit. Uh, one of the niggas we ended up jumping, the homie and the homies, nigga, I fucking, you know, knocking at this nigga door with my grandma
Yeah.
one Saturday morning. But I was so spiffered up and shit, nigga didn't recognize me. I'm tight. I'm like, oh shit. It's fucking going down. My grandma gonna know I'm fucking out here. And then that's when I was like, oh, I'm doing too much. I was living a whole double life at that point because, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to make her proud, but it was crazy because, like, in that religion, it's kind of like
Yeah. What is
super, I mean, it's based off Christianity. You know what I'm
is there
saying?
some differences to that? I guess like subset.
Not to me, not to me, but I mean, the like difference that I noticed that a lot of other people notice will be like just the fact that they go out on they used to go out and knock on doors and shit, and
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying,
Christmas
but
Carol.
they don't just call God, like God's name is Jehovah and shit, which is translated from Yahweh, from Hebrew and shit,
Mhm.
which is, you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
So they feel like they're like better Christians because they're, you know,
That's like every yeah.
that's how I feel, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So to me it's like really no different, it's just religion.
Yeah. No
And
disrespect.
yeah, no disrespect, you know what I'm saying.
Man.
Shout out to Jehovah Witnesses.
Like I technically kind of grew up as a Catholic in a way, and there's the whole another like
Yeah,
set of rules and like
yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
so
so I can't sit here and say that that's less intense because
yeah.
I've known Catholic people too, and their parents weren't playing shit, like, you know what I'm saying. So like, I, you know,
Shout out the creator of the universe though, whatever.
yeah, I'm spiritual, man. I done did too many shrooms and DMT and shit.
DMT. I've done shrooms.
I love
Shrooms
DMT.
is crazy.
DMT would change your fucking life, bro.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. But it sounds scary. Like
It is scary, but it's good scary. It's gonna show you what you need to see. Like,
what was it like? If you want to talk about it,
yeah, I'll talk about that shit. I love, like, I preach DMT, bro. Like, I feel like every grown human needs to try that shit, bro.
Does it
Like
like open you
it
up in like?
unlocks shit, bro. Like it unlocks shit.
Mm,
It unlocks a lot of anxiety and shit because you get a real glimpse of the God within you, like type shit. Like not to sound like on a crazy shit, but you see how powerful you are as a human being and how in control you are of your own world.
right.
And we already kind of know that shit, but it really shows you like, and then it breaks down your sense of like self. Like you have this anxiety of wanting to like accomplish so much in life and shit.
Mm,
When you do fucking DMT, you become everything at once. I don't know how to explain it. Like nigga,
mm,
I was a blade of grass from birth to death.
yeah,
I
like
was a fucking baby, and the nigga became a grown nigga, old nigga died, nigga, like all in like seconds. It was fucking crazy. I was in the fucking universe going all over the fucking place. I was like, what the fuck is your mind is soaking up way too much information so fast, but it feels like you're there for like fucking weeks and you've been high for like 10 minutes. It's the craziest shit you'll ever fucking like and it's not even like a hallucination, bro. Like you fucking go out and you can like, if you like, because I video people doing it, bro. I'm like a shaman at this point, nigga. I be finding that shit and make sure other people like smoke it, cause, and then like I'll film some of them and they'll fucking like sit there and like they'll just, and you can like visibly see their fucking soul leaving their body and going wherever the fuck.
that's wild.
Like it feels like, cause your body just goes limp and you just go out of
Were
there.
you like nervous before trying it? Because that's
Hell
the thing
yeah,
about it.
hell yeah. So when you smoke it, you gotta hit it hard. Like you gotta make sure you get the best of your experience. So I was just like, fuck it. Like I done did so much shrooms and shit, and like I done tried acid before when niggas was saying acid was so like terrible for you. Nigga, I tried acid, nigga. I had a blast on acid, nigga. So I was like, nigga, I'm not scared of nothing now. Nigga, I hit that shit as hard as I could. And it felt like shrooms at first. I'm like, oh, I can handle this. This is cool. And then it did like, it felt like fucking like that like the Matrix shit, like that. That fucking like, I don't know how to explain that shit, bro. You'll see shit that you can't explain
Yeah,
in your fucking human brain. Like somehow you understand it when it's going on.
right.
Like you be talking to fucking aliens and shit and they speaking like gears. Nigga, I don't know what it's the fucking wildest shit I ever seen in my life. The colors are so fucking vivid.
Damn. What was it like afterwards? Were you like just shocked? Like,
Well, it felt like when I was coming down, I felt like I was talking to myself a lot more. Like I was talking to my inner self because like I was like, I'm kind of like, oh, I'm tired of being here. Like nigga, am I stuck like this? Like I gotta get the fuck up out of here. And then like myself came out. I was like, yo, it's like myself like calmed me down. It was fucking crazy. Like I seen myself for real. Like and I'm like, oh nigga, I'm a god, nigga. Like yeah, like like and. It just kept telling me like everything's gonna be all right. Like everything you think is gonna happen in your life's gonna happen. You got this. You good. Like stop tripping about everything. You know what I'm saying? And my anxiety just went, and I fucking came to, and I was like, what the fuck did I just see? And that's all I thought about for like a long time,
those
like
feelings
a
are good.
week. It was crazy. Yeah,
It's just like it's like you say. I feel like everyone gets stressed out about like what people say and like when you're
yeah.
trying to do and shit. But when you get to that point, you just like it's
Bro,
good.
when you
Like
can finally get there, yeah, whatever. Sometimes we run into like a situation in life where we finally see the light, and that's relieving and shit. But that shit like accesses the inner you that knows it's capable of whatever the fuck you want to do and shit. And when you get in touch with that shit, bro, that shit really makes you like feel like something. It gives you a lot of confidence, but it also gives you a lot of relief and shit. I've given it to some people and they came out of it like crying and I thought they had a bad trip. I'm like, oh, like what'd you see? And it was like a happy cry. Like it was like a good, like a relieving, like they were so relieved from their anxiety that they
yeah.
fucking cried. And it was beautiful, my nigga.
So I've
I'm
never
the
been.
DMT shaman in this
Yeah,
bitch.
I'd be too nervous to try.
That's why I'm the Eastside Uzumaki, nigga. Like I'm a different type of nigga, bro.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas be like, oh, he ain't from the hood, nigga. I'm from the hood, nigga. Don't
Yeah,
play, but like, nigga,
yeah. You don't
I'm a
get too
whole different type of nigga though.
doing like psychedelics as much.
I'm a whole different type of human being, bro. Like, yeah,
I did shrooms and acid. Acid scared me. Like you said, though, it made me look at my inner self a lot, but it kind of made me, I was overthinking
yeah,
everything in life. But shrooms, that shit, I went to the mountains, that shit was kind of peaceful.
yeah.
It like, I remember just like you said, looking at the clouds and shit, thinking like there's got to be aliens. Like just thinking about the most random shit.
Yeah.
It was
I
definitely
micro do like shrooms all the fucking time. Shrooms is great. I love shrooms.
yeah.
Mushrooms are hella natural and shit, and like low key hella good for you.
I haven't tried them in a while, but like did them probably like 3 4 times in like high school shit. That shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you started. Actually, now I wanted to get back into what you were saying growing up, and then we'll kind of get into the music stuff.
Uh,
So,
you got sidetracked with that DMT.
well, it's a good interview.
Yeah.
I know you were talking about like how you felt like you were kind of living a double life in a way. Do you feel
Oh
like
yeah, for sure.
at that time, were there times where you're like, damn, I can't even really be out with my family and just to kind of like
Yeah.
protect them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or
I
do you
mean, I
feel,
got like a lot of family members that are on it, but they didn't know I was on it.
hmm,
And they thought that I was like the one that was gonna finally make grandma happy.
yeah,
So like I couldn't even let them know that I was on it. So it was, I don't know, it was like this weird situation where I kind of had to hide from the gangsters and the non-gangsters in the family. And it was like, I couldn't talk to nobody about this shit, but it was like scaring the fuck out of me because like I had shit going on, but not too crazy. Like it never got like crazy out of hand and shit.
yeah,
I knew how to fuck stay out of the way. I just knew how to get in trouble too.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, what was it like going to moving to Park Hill and like still going to school over there? Like, were people kind of pressing you at a young
No,
age?
I was trying to be a little banger, man. I was cripping. I was out there. I was trying to make a name for myself. I was trying to look hard and shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But I was just scared. Like I realized that like when I got older, I'm almost 30, man. Like, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I look back and like I was just scared. I was scared of the environment. So I put on this defense mechanism of like I'm the hardest nigga in the world.
What was scary about the environment looking back?
Oh, niggas was dying back in them days. Like it fucking blows the fuck out of me when people from other states be like, Denver ain't got no hood. Cause I
Right.
understand it doesn't right now. But nigga, I watched niggas die, nigga, like growing up for real. I lost a lot of
Your
young
homies and
niggas.
shit.
Yeah, yeah. I remember my first homie died when I was 13. I think he was like 12 though. I heard the gunshots that killed him in his house. His stepdad killed him.
His stepdad.
Yeah. Shit
That's
was
wild.
wild. Yeah. It was gunshots, but there was gunshots every night and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like for some reason I was like, I felt like that came from so and so. Like I swear to God, I felt like I felt that shit, but I wasn't sure because it could have been from anywhere. And then like fucking like an hour or two later, the police came into our house and shit, and I was just watching like all morning, and then I seen them roll out a fucking sheet with a little body in it, and that was some nut ass shit, man.
How do you?
And that was Parkhill. You know what I'm saying? The Eastside was crazy till the project was wilder than that. So that was Parkhill. That was when we moved away from the like it was Denver was wild, bro. Like
Trying to when you moved to Parker, were you kind of trying to get away in a way, or was it
no, that's just where the Section 8 moved us.
starting? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. We didn't have no say over that shit. We
What?
took we they saw. I mean, it was a nice like Parkhill has nice houses.
How does that shit affect you? Like seeing that type of shit at like such a young age and like being in middle school. Cause you know what I'm saying? That just
For me, it was numbing. Like when I was in Eastside, I remember going to school and like seeing like crackheads, like dead crackheads, but I didn't know they was dead. I thought the niggas was asleep or something. Like I seen that one time, and like I don't know, my your little kid brain don't like. Well, my little kid brain just didn't wrap my head around the seriousness of nothing. You watch movies of niggas getting shot and niggas the way niggas talk about killing each other and shit when you around certain people and shit and you out in the projects playing like it's just like we was playing with cap guns when we was kids. I was fucking completely numb to that like shit, even though I was in a religious household.
does it hit you later on? Like how
Hell
serious?
yeah. Hell yeah. But it like I don't think of it as like a selfish thing, like I'm a like like just me. I think about it like as a whole culture thing. I'm like, damn, nigga, my community's fucked up.
What do you think's behind it? Like what? Like the root cause to this? You know, because it can't just be.
Fucking slavery.
That's what,
Like not to sound like the left or anything, but like
well, I
people
want to
really
hear
try
you.
to think that like people really try to fucking actually believe that slavery doesn't have a residual fucking effect on people when you have nothing to give to You know what I mean? And then so I talk to some people, like I'll talk to some ignorant ass people sometime, and they'll like talk to me as if they truly. I feel like some people believe that black people be like, oh, let's move to the hood.
Right.
Like nigga, we was born here. Nigga, our grandma was born here. Like nigga, like you know what I'm saying. And before that, it was civil rights. We had to be here.
Like the
Like yeah. So we couldn't go to the suburbs back in the day. Yeah, redlining, we get fucking killed. Nigga lynched. So that was like fucking 30 fucking years ago, dog. Like 30, 40 years ago. Like that wasn't that long ago. What was that in the fucking 40s or something? Yeah, well, I mean, like, yeah, like it wasn't that fucking long ago. And that shit, you know, crack it to give me all that type of shit. I'm not saying that like I don't think that the government targets is black people as much as we think they do. Because I know black people victimize a lot. I don't think that they're like,
there's like a middle
yeah, I think it's just a residual, like they definitely did, but at some point they didn't have to anymore. It started tearing itself apart and shit. And so we're stuck in this cycle where we fucking tear shit apart.
right. Okay, so do you feel like if slavery never existed, that it would this wouldn't be kind of happening to a certain extent? I suppose. I mean,
I mean, I don't know because I mean, if slavery never existed, then Christopher Columbus. I mean, it was like what? Like you would have to say you'd have to say something like if Christopher Columbus never came to America, because there were like Moors settled in America 4,000 years before Christopher Columbus. There was black people in America. There was Native Americans in America, and it was fruitful as fuck. Like who knows how great life would be in America
so you believe that?
if that.
My bad. I don't know. Do you believe that? Like, 'cause I've seen some theories that African Americans were actually here before, and they were like natives too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There were definitely some slaves though. Like you know, some people think, oh, there wasn't no slave. There was some slaves, but there was also black people here. Like I mean, Christopher Columbus said it in his own. They just hide a lot of shit in history for whatever fucking reason. But it's not even like far enough history for you. Like we're still able to go see the shit where like someone has it or whatever. And so a lot of this shit's coming out now where people are like finding out that Christopher Columbus said in his own diary where he's seen like dark skinned people approaching him. He's seen tribes of Africans in the Americas and shit. And then there's uh you know, history textbooks and shit about how the Moors uh traveled all throughout the world because so like the whole Christopher Columbus thing makes it seem like as if black people didn't have any capability of making boats.
Mhm.
Like niggas made pyramids. And then they say the aliens made the shit. Nigga, they can't even give a nigga credit for that, but nigga, the Africans made the shit. Yeah, African slaves made that shit, and they use like fucking some type of sound wave shit that we don't fucking understand, and so we think the aliens did it, but niggas did it, and fucking they think we can't make boats, nigga. Like niggas was fucking before when the white people was in caves. No offense, like no, like, but I'm like dead out. Like I'm just talking about like history, like real life history. Like you know what I'm saying when like there was like niggas was traveling for a long time before Christopher Columbus was ever fucking thought of. You know what I'm saying? And but
Yeah.
if you don't want to lose fucking the upper hand in a society, you wouldn't tell people that. You would hide that if you were smart. So I don't even hate the white people for fucking hiding the fucking information for people because you know what I'm saying that type of shit make nigga feel the type of way. You know, like say when people feel like they can't do shit, like I think that helps with the fucking mentality of helplessness and hopelessness and shit.
Now, even when you look at it too, like on a war perspective, it's like people been going to war since the beginning. So like
Right, right.
like in every
Yeah, the
country,
Egyptians were going to
going there.
war. Like black people were going. Like,
Well, I mean, white we're going to other countries.
yeah. I mean, but I don't give black people a pass either because when we were in power, we were the fucking assholes. The Egyptians, yeah. I mean, if you believe in the Bible, the Egyptians were super disrespectful to God. They worshipped hella gods and fucking. They were super arrogant motherfuckers, and that's how they collapsed, low key. They collapsed from within. They collapsed from within and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't out the doors. That just goes to show that when any man is in power, whether it be the white man or the black man or the Mexican man or whatever, it's always going to end up going like that because humans fucking suck. And it's not a fucking race thing. We can't fucking figure that out and shit. You know, aliens probably think we're stupid as fuck. Like we're really like thinking that we're so much different off of like the pigmentation and shit, mutations of our fucking skin cells. But we act like the exact same monkey. If you take a redneck and a real street nigga and put them in the same room, they basically talk exactly the same. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're just as passionate about the bullshit they're on, and yeah. Same fucking people. Yeah, same person. Different skin color. Yeah, people are the fucking same. People suck, bro, throughout history and shit. But I just like to know history. And I don't like being withheld history, and I like knowledge and shit. So I think it's weird that, you know, but also I understand though.
So, how do you feel like when you see white people in rap, like me, obviously doing this?
What man? Nah, fucking nah. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite rappers is Eminem forever. Nigga, it's fucking 8 Mile made my motherfucking childhood. I mean, my grandma married a white man.
Mm,
I grew up with a white dude in the house.
okay.
I didn't even understand why other niggas why other niggas hated white people so much until I got older. You know what I'm saying? Started working for some white people. You know what I'm saying? But like at the same time, you can't victimize and you can't turn into the oppressor and think that everyone's the same. Like think that every white person's the same. And think that there can't be white artists out here. There can't be fucking brilliant white minds out here. That's fucking stupid. You become the fucking stupid ass oppressor. So
Yeah, it's
I don't do that shit.
and I appreciate that, but it is tough because it's like you don't. Obviously, there's certain boundaries you know not to cross and shit like that.
Right.
But it's like I really just be trying to collaborate, and I want to see more diversity type shit. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's like that. You feel me?
Good. Fuck them. Leave them alone.
Yeah, like
Because like the way the world's going, dude, like the world's moving into a fucking more open-minded, more liberal type fucking route. Anyway, them type of niggas think like that. They're gonna just grow up to be nobodies and shit. Fuck them. Fuck them. You know what I mean?
all right. So let's get into how music started for you. How that
Yeah.
came about. Who you listening to? Like who influenced you? All that good stuff.
Music started early and shit. I feel like one of my best influences was like probably like Big L and shit. Early on, like Tupac, fucking Biggie. Like I was listening to hardcore shit when I was young, like 8, nigga. Like I was listening to crazy shit. Jeezy, fucking.
Mm,
I just like that shit. Like really, I was into poetry. Like I was a great reader, and then that's one thing that I appreciated about growing up so religious and strict households that I was forced to like read a lot
yeah.
of scripture and text and shit. But I became an advanced reader at a very young age, so I got into like fucking poetry and shit and early and shit. I used to like win like poetry slams and fucking like get like honor roll grades on my
Yeah.
fucking English papers and shit for poetry. My English teacher used to be like, I can't believe a kid wrote this shit. Like shit like that. And I used to get me off. I used to like that shit when I was in fucking 4th, 5th grade and shit. I was like, damn, I'm a powerful writer and shit. So I was into writing and shit. So when I found hip hop and seen how, you know what I'm saying, niggas play with words and shit, like I just, I just fell in love and shit. I didn't really start taking it serious though until I got a little older, probably like, I don't know, 16, something like that. I was in a rap group with a dude named Brian Brown. Yeah. Me and me and B Smirk. I think my name was Savvy back then.
Mm,
Yeah. Dead ass. Like that shit. You can look that shit up. Yeah. SAVVY. That was my name back in fucking 2016. Yeah. And but you know what I'm saying, I changed my name and shit because I felt like I started seeing like a lot of people starting to use that name and shit. Like Savage, Savvies and all that type of shit. So I was like, oh, I didn't like that shit. And I didn't want to be that nigga like, nigga, I started this shit. Nigga. Like, because it's just something that anybody could fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing that's like, so I was like, nigga, I'm gonna name myself under my middle name. Like, you can't take that from me, nigga. Like, my name is Mathias. The great shit is like on some, I don't know, some like magician type shit. Like, I want to see, like, yeah, type shit. Like, I don't know, some, it's just something that, you know what I'm saying? something great, nigga. Like you gonna get something great out of me all the time.
Mm, okay. And what ended up happening with that rap group that made you go
No,
start
he
rapping?
went back to religion and shit because he was going crazy, nigga. That street life was not for cut. That street life was not for. I mean, I don't blame him, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because it was rough, but nigga, I thugged it out. And he was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like I was out, you know what I'm saying, out here by myself trying with this music shit. So I kind of didn't really take it serious anymore. But I still had the talent. I still started perfecting my craft and got into like myself as an artist. And um, I decided to enroll into college for shit and try to like, I don't know, like really take the shit serious shit because the street shit was just not working out. It's just a lot of stress. Just a lot of like bullshit. Um,
Did you end up graduating high school?
nah,
GED?
I dropped out like ninth grade. Nigga, I got fucking. I can get past some credits. Nigga, when I went to fucking high school, I went to TJ because my grandma thought that she could keep me far away from the Eastside or whatever and keep me out of trouble, nigga. But there was so much bullshit going on at TJ she didn't know about. Like TJ was a wild ass school back in '09 and 2010 and shit. Nigga, we was in there wilding.
Oh, the Hampton neighborhood?
Yeah.
Yeah, people.
It was fucking stupid back in the day. Like it looks like it's in a suburb and shit, but we was tearing that neighborhood the fuck up.
I actually used to live in that neighborhood. Like,
Yeah,
you'd hear some shit sometimes.
yeah, yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah.
compare it to like the hood.
Right. No, it's just badass kids from TJ probably fucking shit up. Yeah,
Gunshots, sometimes you're like,
yeah. Them niggas just bring some. I remember this Mexican dude brought a fucking shotgun to school one time.
what? A shotgun?
Yeah, fucking it was on that because what the bus go up there? 65. I think it's a 65. We used to catch 65 up there. This Mexican dude, he was sitting on 65 like this with his leg out, fucking with pants, big ass pants on and shit, and he was fucking limping all day, like
Oh,
all day. And fucking in the school, fucking I guess they caught blood niggas or something. He ran up on their ass and that nigga took him like 10 seconds to pull that bitch out. Nigga, and he just kept pulling. It was just more gun and more gun. Long ass, one of his grandma's farm shotguns and shit. Yeah.
that shit.
Double barrel fucking long bitch. And that bitch went, nigga, that shit shook the neighborhood, nigga. We was out of there. Everybody was running. It was wild. Stupid shit was going on back then, yeah.
That's crazy.
We wasn't even going to class, nigga. We
Did you
was
go
back in the
back?
park smoking and shit. Nah, I literally got there like the year or two after you left. Everybody was talking about it. I was like, fuck that nigga, because he wasn't repping Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought he was from here, though.
He's from like Ohio or something.
Yeah. I thought he was from here, not repping Denver. So I was like, fuck that nigga. Then
Yeah.
I found out he was actually from Ohio. I was like, all right.
You gotta show a little love though.
Yeah. No, I can't respect him after he did that rap devil shit. When he came at Eminem like that. Nigga, I
Yeah.
honestly feel like he the only nigga that came like hard at Eminem.
Really?
Yeah.
Years ago, I can't. Not the
He
goat,
didn't
but
win,
like,
but nigga, he the hardest. Like no one came close to fucking with him. In my opinion, he obliterated anybody he fucking like, you know what I'm saying, was like in some industry shit with or whatever, rap beef or whatever. But nigga, MGK stood up because nigga, you wouldn't think he'd last a chance and shit against no nigga like Eminem, but he just stood his ass up and
no, I
that
feel
shit was there. That was commendable as fuck. Shout out to MGK, man.
Did you play any sports in high school or anything? Or no?
Uh, when I got to high school, I tried out for the Spartans, but I was so bad. It did. Yeah,
Really?
coaches did not. Yeah, I didn't get to play one goddamn game.
So what ended
I
up?
was really, something was wrong with me in like high school. I was dug in. I didn't give a fuck about my future at all. Like you gotta understand, I grew up in a household that all my grandmother cared about was like religious shit. She didn't give a fuck about me excelling educationally, like at all. So I didn't give a fuck about it if she didn't give a fuck about it.
Yeah.
And she didn't really know I was thugging every day at school. So I was thugging. Like I wasn't even going to class at one point. Like nigga, we was getting high. I remember my first 420 was at TJ. We was
420.
throwing up weed in the bathroom. We was fucking out of control. Niggas used to bring guns in the school. There was guns in lockers. We'd be switching lockers. Like it was fucking TJ was fun as fuck though, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga, like high
In the
school was
bathroom.
fucking fun. Nigga, we was smoking loud in the bathroom. Nigga, fuck. We had a black fucking security guard though, and he was like the cool nigga, like that knew us all. Nigga, he came in there, he was like, "What y'all doing, man? Come on, man." And we was like, "Oh shit." Well, we was so I know like Bruh, I know we was like looking back, I'm like, man, we was some little fucking assholes.
That's funny.
We was some little dickheads, bro. We didn't give a fuck about nothing.
We did in high school. We definitely smoked like the little hash pens and shit.
Nah, we was smoking blunts in that bitch.
Yeah, that was
Like in the hall, we didn't give a fuck.
that's funny.
Like it was stupid. I don't even know why niggas wouldn't get suspended and shit.
Yeah, looking back.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, so you grew up. You lived with your grandma growing up.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you have your parents like when
Nah,
you
so my mom passed away when I was 1.
Okay, my condolences.
Yeah, and my dad was. That's the whole thing. He was kind of in and out of prison. He was thugging and shit, and so my grandma kind of like made like she didn't want, so you know what I'm saying. So she kind of kept a nigga from him a little bit, and he also was doing too much, so he wasn't really in the picture either. So
Mm.
yeah, it was like I felt like on some orphan shit type shit.
How does that type of shit affect you? You know what I'm saying, growing up? Like,
Man, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of I had a chip on my shoulder because of that shit. Because like me and my grandma didn't really connect like that for real. We was split generations and shit, and she is real religious, and I'm real not. Like I'm not, like, you know what I'm saying. Just like this, I don't know, like this, our type of personalities did not mix, like from like childhood and shit. Like we was damn near beefing type shit. You know, I mean, I didn't like ever hit her or shit, but she get on that ass. You know what I'm saying? And we just didn't really get along too much, so it was rough, kind of. You know what I'm saying? But um, I had niggas like my uncle's Big J, man. My uncle Big J was always there for me, like a brother to me and shit. So I had that nigga, and you know, I had my big sister Sharice and shit. So like I had people that I could, you know what I'm saying, like relate to and shit, connect with. So it wasn't all bad, you know what I'm saying. But
okay,
you know, I was always kind of a little optimistic of a thinker. Like I always try to like look for the good and shit, because I get overwhelmed easily by the bad. So I'd be like, nah, let me just see what's good.
there is always good too out of that. Like,
Yeah,
cause that type of shit always
you
been.
notice more good when you're looking for it more. Like a lot of people don't realize that their life sucks because they're so focused on the bad. Like you're not even looking at the good long enough to really see like what's good. Like you like niggas don't enjoy shit.
It's good and bad with like everything.
Yeah.
What is that? What's that sign? That black and white sign? That you know what
Yin
I'm
and
saying?
yang.
Yeah, yin yang type
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So you ended up going to college though.
Yeah.
Into that. Into the Art Institute of Denver, or how did?
Yeah. Yeah. So I got my GED at 17 with, you know what I'm saying, the hopes to get accepted into Art Institute. I got like this whole little music scholarship and everything. Like I sent in like a song or whatever that I recorded by myself on my little shitty laptop or whatever. And they gave me like a little $5,000 scholarship, which I was tripping off. Like, nigga, I got 5 racks, like nigga. I was like, oh my God, like for my music and shit. So like that kind of just made me feel like a type of way. I was like, damn, like nigga, like this might be like God showing me something or something. Like I don't know. So I was like, hell yeah. And I went into college, and that was probably the worst thing I could possibly fucking do.
Go to
Yeah,
college,
nigga.
turn up in there. But
So let's just I wasn't no DMT type nigga before. I wasn't no acid type nigga before. Nigga, boy, I got around the white boys, nigga. Oh, well, I ain't never party like that, nigga. White boys party your ass the fuck out. Like they fuck you up. Like nigga, I tried shit that I didn't think I ever tried. Man, I was on a Xanax kick for a couple weeks with these niggas. These white boys was wild, and where I was getting in the brawls in the King Soopers parking lot with these white boys. Like these white boys was my friends, nigga. I was like the only nigga hanging with these white. I was like, bro, I just never fucking I never had that like hate in my heart for white motherfuckers, man. Like I don't know why. Like you know, so I think it's because I had a white dude in the house, and he was like the nicest dude to me. My grandma was a fucking asshole sometimes. Late grandma, you know what I'm saying? But you know, this white dude was like always like, you know, the nigga to be like, man, that's all good. Like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga bought me a PSP when I was like like, yo, this white dude was cool as fuck. So I was like, I never had that hate from the white people, bro. So when I got to college, I was kicking it with all white boys, and it was lit, nigga. It was lit.
fucking lines in the bathroom.
Yeah, shit.
It's interesting, bro. Cause like,
Yeah.
did you what made you go to that school? Was it just because of his art focus?
Yeah, and then they was doing that little scholarship thing, and
Where,
fucking, I had no idea what I was doing, dude. I was so young and stupid. Like, I had no idea. I didn't even sit down and calculate, nigga. I'm about to pay $90,000 for 3 years of a fucking bachelor's in audio production. The fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I was like, oh, I'm gonna get in the industry and shit. Like I was fucking stupid and young as fuck, bro. I was high. Like nigga, I was like, I wasn't thinking so. That shit was stupid. Like, but
I feel you. I almost went to CSU. I was about to be like 20-some thousand in debt for like the first year.
yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna just go to
Yeah, I
community
still owe them
college.
niggas 5,000. They're not getting it.
Yeah,
It's not happening, nigga. I'll get rich.
yeah.
And they like I'll try everything I can to not give them this money. They're not getting the shit from me. They ain't give me nothing.
Well, they're doing that like the
Right. So I'm
developers.
trying to see what's up with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what? Where's that school located?
I almost feel like it's fucking shut down, but it's on 12th and Lincoln.
Okay.
Yeah, it's dead in the fucking downtown.
Right. Right.
Yeah. But the dorms were um, like fucking damn, it's hard to explain. It's like 13th and fucking the dorms is like in the middle, like it's like 13th and like Cherry, like in the middle of some random fucking neighborhood.
It's kind
It
of like
was there. It was like a fucking apartment. This is a regular apartment building basically. So we was like in the cut, just like doing whatever the fuck and shit. And but shit got hot there for me because I felt like these niggas, like I felt like the RAs and shit, they knew that I was a street nigga and I didn't belong there. That's the vibe I got. Cause they was raiding my shit all the fucking time. Every time I fucking smoke, man, I had some towels fucking around the doors and shit. I was like, there's no way they smelt this shit. Nigga, they come in, they fucking know I'm smoking. I'll fucking be railing bitches. Nigga, these bitches come in, fucking busting my door. I'm fucking, I swear to God. Bro, it used to piss me off. And then one of them was fine too, so it was hard for me to even be mad at the bitch. But I was like, man, what the fuck is they on? But like, they didn't want me there. They knew I was on some other shit.
Were you getting like decent grades, or you just kind of?
I was getting, I was getting a decent grade in like the music shit. But like fucking algebra 1 and all that shit, oh, miss me with that shit, nigga. I haven't been good at math since like for a long time. Nigga, I know how to count money. Yeah, like I don't do all the algebra shit and the equations and the fucking
Yeah,
variables and shit. Nah, that's not me.
I have a problem
I'm
with
a
it.
literature guy.
History is always fun.
Yeah, I'm a literature guy. I'm fucking I even like science, but I'm a literature guy. History, shit like that.
Okay. So then you ended up what, dropping out of college, or?
Yeah, so, well, I got kicked out of my dorm first because they kept just raiding my shit and they kept finding crazy shit. Like we had an AK in there at one point. Yeah, and there was a fucking AK clip in there, but it was an empty clip. It was just one of the extra ones, and we're fucking moving around. Fuck, I let the white boys hold that type shit. Like I knew I was smart enough, but I don't know how I ended up with that shit. And it was like, oh, you can't have that here, and fucking they kept catching me with shrooms and weed and shit that I was selling, and fucking they just kept getting me like they caught me like 7 times with shit. So they was like, you out of there. And so I had to pay for this shit still. I had to pay for this dorm, pay for these classes. My fucking scholarship ran out. My monthly thing went up. I was like, fuck. Student aid went and the fucking every daughter, every like shit, it was just bad, bro. It put me in a fucked up situation.
What you do from that point?
Nigga, I just suffered. I fucking like I was bouncing around from dorms. Shit, it was like sneaking in there like a fucking scoundrel. That was hella fucking humbling and shit. Nigga, I ended up homeless after that. Cause I mean, I was couch surfing, family's couch, my Uncle Jay, fucking sister and shit, and fucking, and it got to the point where I just wanted my own shit, and I just felt like I was just like going crazy and shit. I just didn't want to fucking like, I don't know, like I was like, I was in my head and shit, so I felt like people was looking at me a certain way and shit, so I was just like, fuck this shit, and I ended up going to this little fucking program and shit, this shit called Urban Peak, and fucking that shit was supposed to be like a housing like program or whatever for like people under 21 that are like homeless or on parole or whatever the fuck. But I went there, nigga, that shit was a whole halfway house. Like, nigga, I was like the only nigga on there not on ankle and probation shit. Like, nigga, we was bad as fucking there too. We got clicked up, like all the fucking Crip niggas clicked up and started fucking bullshitting around there, and you know what I'm saying? Shit just it was just bullshit. But
That couch to couch shit though, that should have built me.
yeah,
That pissed me off too.
that fucking that situation though, when I was in that fucking when I was in that fucking like shelter type shit, like environment, nigga, that really motivated me. I was like, I'll be goddamn. And fucking, nigga, I got a good job. And then I fucking started searching for shit. And then I found this fucking, program that's gonna pay for my CDL. Got my CDL. Fucking, when I was like, by the time I was 20, I was like in my own apartment. I had a girl at this time. Like, I fucking like changed my life in less than a year. That shit scared the shit out of me. From the fucking dropping out of college and just having nothing, being fucking like technically homeless. Like, I didn't see that coming from when I was a kid. When you a little kid, you think when you 19, you gonna be grown and doing your, yeah, like, nigga, you 19 and homeless in the motherfucker, nigga, like, oh no. You like, nigga, yeah, out here thugging and shit, being stupid, like, fuck. And so, yeah, that motivated me, man. That shit woke me up, man.
How were you able to make that transition from like, in the streets to getting your CDL?
Staying the fuck out the way. Like, people act like it's so hard to stay out of the way. It's really not. People just hang on to a fucking fake fucking like social assurance that they're like respected, not realizing that these niggas are talking shit behind your back. No matter how reputable you is, I know people that's the scariest nigga in the room. Nigga, big super crip nigga, like nigga don't nobody say shit, nigga. That nigga gone, nigga, you niggas talk crazy. Nigga, yeah, that nigga was fucking niggas in the county and that. Like, niggas be talking like, bro, respect is fake in the streets, bro. And when I realized that shit, it was easy as fuck to walk away. Like, so this was the thing. I was doing shit to like prove that I was with the shits. I was doing bad shit, like horrible things. And I couldn't talk about it because if the streets know about it, nigga, the police know about it. So building a fucking street credibility is the dumbest trap that you could fucking put yourself in, because like to actually be street credible, everyone has to know about the shit you're on. And you're gonna lose. So like you end up looking at yourself and you're like, nigga, I feel stupid because like, nigga, I'm doing evil shit, putting out terrible energy right now. And I can't even tell niggas about it because I was smart. You know what I'm saying? I fucking, so I'm not gonna get into detail about shit, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was smart about shit. Like I didn't get caught, I wasn't a get caught type nigga. And I just love when niggas bragged about being in prison and on probation, shit like that they made them hard. Like, nigga, like, nigga, I'm out on the streets, nigga. You in there, nigga. And niggas talk about you fucking niggas and shit. Like, niggas, even if you not, like, niggas talk crazy about, you know what I'm saying? Niggas out here fucking your girl. Like, nigga, like, shit, like, man, ain't nothing cool about going to jail and shit. So I prided myself on not getting caught and shit. But I was putting out so much negative energy and nothing positive was coming back. And my dumb ass thought that I was like, why God, why me type shit when I was in that young mind state. Like, why is everything not working out type shit? It'd be bullshit after bullshit. Like, what the fuck? And I realized, like, nigga, I'm putting out nothing but negativity. How the fuck am I going to get positivity back?
Damn.
So,
It's just like when you when you hate on great things. I mean, it's okay to disagree, right? But when you constantly are negative or hating on positive things or good shit, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
what you're gonna get back is nothing. Like, you ain't
right,
gonna progress in life. But if you
right,
like, man, salute, you know, whoever is going
right.
crazy, salute that person and show love. Like, you start winning.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, real shit.
But okay, so when you got your CDL and you started working there, did you stay in Colorado for a little while after that, or
Nah, I took the fuck off.
okay?
Couldn't wait to get out of here. I was that cliche nigga that hated Colorado.
Yeah.
I appreciate it now, but like,
Should I?
I was that nigga, bro. I was like, fuck this place. I'm out of here, nigga. I went 50 states fucking over the road. Me and my girl, she was in the back of the truck with a nigga. Nigga, we hit every state in this bitch. And then I used to fucking like fucking lie on my logs and shit and fucking get to states like early and shit, get to a city early so I could fucking go just be out in the city and shit. Shit used to be lit. It was nice. It's nice. It was nice like a year. That lasted like a year. And then shit went downhill with the girl, and then I ended up moving to fucking well, we like stayed permanently in Florida because we was already kind of like in Florida a little bit, and Decatur and shit. We kind of lived in Decatur really because that was the home base that I was going to the most when I worked at Swift, and I met fucking Sierra's dad there. Yeah, Sierra's dad still drives trucks for Swift.
The
The singer, nigga, yeah.
one that's with
Yeah.
see his dad.
Sierra's dad drives for Swift, and I met him at the Decatur terminal. Yeah.
How did y'all just started talking and then
No, dude, one of the fucking truck drivers I knew. Yeah, he's like, you know what that is? It's fucking Sierra's dad. I was like, yeah, shut the fuck up. Yeah, so I went up to her like I was like, this nigga, what he think I'm not gonna ask him? I'm like, yo, he didn't. He like, yeah, that's Sierra's dad. I was like, oh shit, damn, that's crazy. Because my dumb ass, I was young. All my dumb ass was like, she's rich. Why are you still driving trucks? Like,
does he just
nah, yeah, he's like, nigga, that's my daughter's money. Like, I work. I think I asked him too. He was like, nigga, that's my daughter's money and her success. Like, I've been, yeah, and I mean, truck drivers make decent money, so yeah, he not gonna ask his daughter for millions of dollars. Like, it don't even work like that. People don't realize that that's not how the fucking shit works. Like, just because your family member gets rich doesn't mean you're getting
you're set?
rich. Like, a nigga can help you out and shit, but nigga, you got the game fucked up if you think a nigga gonna grind hard for 30 million and just break off 5 million to you. Get the fuck out of here.
It's really
You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, even I thought like that back in the day. So I was like, damn, what's this nigga doing driving trucks? But yeah, that was him. It was crazy.
it's interesting. He came back to Colorado,
Um,
or
after living in Florida, yeah. So
well, you were doing
I
good.
was, yeah, I wasn't even driving trucks no more when I moved to Florida. So after Swift and shit, I was kind of driving trucks here and there, but I was also doing like, I started getting into tires. I was a tire guy and shit and, or whatever. But, so I started like, I moved to Fort Lauderdale, Florida back in like, I don't know, 2014, 2015, something like that. Yeah. And fucking, I started recording out there, so I was taking music serious at this point because I was like, I don't even like. I mean, the truck driving shit was cool, but like honestly, when I started driving trucks, I was like, I'm gonna like do shows and fucking like, So even then, I was thinking like music. So I'm like, I'm about to really try this shit. So I got lucky, found a good studio. Started working with a guy named Steven Caputo. Shout out to my guy Scuba Steve. That's what I call him. You know what I'm saying? The original Scuba Steve. You know, no diss to Sada Baby, but
hey, he's just every week. So.
right. But fucking yeah, man, he really like linked me in with some shit, man. Like he really opened my eyes to the like that was the first time I ever worked in like a industry environment for real. Like because he was working with big artists. He was working with Ball Greasy and fucking Kodak's people, a lot of Sniper Gang niggas, and fucking Gunplay and shit. And he ended up calling me one time when Gunplay was down there. So I rode down there, fucking met up with this nigga Gunplay, fucking, chopped up this nigga, he a real nigga and shit. So, you know what I'm saying, real recognized real, you know what I'm saying? We ended up fucking linking up and he gave me a feature for the low too. Like it was like a really dope situation and shit because I got to watch him work too. And he was working on his album, I think that he just released like one of them animal shelters and shit that just came out. I seen him recording that years ago. Like, so it was dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just dope. I was like, nigga, this shit is like, I could do this. Like, this is real. Like, this shit is like, I'm this close to, you know what I'm saying? Even though some people don't give him his love, like, he's not the, you know what I'm saying? But the homie signed to Rick Ross and shit. Like, nigga, I don't know. He doing his love and hip hop shit. Like, buddy, like for an underground rapper type nigga, like he stayed like relevant. He stayed getting his money. He stayed at a certain level. Like, he's been consistent and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gunplay, man. That shit was cool. So I got a song out called Two Tone featuring Gunplay.
Yeah.
And yeah, that came out like that.
Play that like I think it's
And
almost
the Bible on the dash. This nigga, the
like
Bible.
my tripping too.
Nah, I mean he a Jamaican, like I think he's Jamaican and like Puerto Rican or some shit like that.
I might be
He had dreads and shit. He don't have any. I think he cut them, but he said them big ass dreads and shit. Yeah, he said the big ass dreads. He got jumped. I don't even like this. He might not. This might not be cool, but he got jumped by 50 in them. He got jumped by 50 Cent in them. Yeah, because 50 Cent don't like Rick Ross.
I forgot about that shit.
Yeah. So Yeah, they jump gunplay. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that like would make you like remember who gunplay is.
I'm sure if I look
A
at
lot of niggas don't know him out here. In Florida, he's well known. That's like you know what I'm saying. But
I mean, it's
you
just
know,
like
it's a mountain thing. No, you know what I'm saying.
like
Mountain thing.
like Trev,
That's my
like
guy though.
Trev is well known out here.
Right.
She's in Miami.
Well, actually, people do know Miami. They know Trevor Miami because
Yeah.
he got signed out there. Yeah.
But a lot of people probably be like,
Yeah.
but you're right though.
All right. Yeah. No, Trevor popping in Miami. Shout out Trevor Rich.
Yeah, for sure.
That's my
We
nigga.
actually got an interview on the way, and that's probably coming out after this, so I'm sure tune in.
Yeah.
But
I was listening to Trevor Rich when he was Rocky.
that was his name.
Yeah, he used to go by Rocky.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, it's mixtape David. Been fucking with that nigga for a minute.
Like,
You know, like family members and shit, like they were small, bro.
yeah. Now you hear about a lot of like Parkhill and Eastside folks having like
Yeah,
cousins and
yeah. That's why shit was stupid. Like you know what I'm saying.
yeah. I mean, it's the same shit everywhere, even like in Chicago. Like
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Lil Reese.
it'd be worse in some cities because some cities it'd be like first cousin blood. Like
Yeah,
niggas grew up straight up, like
like
grew up
all
next to this nigga. Now he trying to kill this little like that's crazy. That'd be that South shit too. Florida was wild.
yeah.
Florida got wild.
Now, what was Florida like that weather hit different?
Yeah,
Was it
it took me like a year to get used to that shit. That humidity. I got off that plane like that fucking boy. That's after I was in the sauna. I was like, nah, man, this fucking spring, bro. I'm gonna be dead, nigga. My fat ass boy. I was in that motherfucker roasting, but I low-key lost weight out there, nigga. My hair was all nice. Once I got used to the humidity, my skin was great. Black people actually really thrive in tropical fucking weather. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of our ancestry is from Africa, jungle. So like Florida's low key close to that. So I ended up adapting to it pretty quick, and it fared really good. Cause my skin be dry as fuck out here, bro.
Did you like the weather out there better than here?
When I adapted to it, yeah. I missed the fuck out of it.
It's
That ocean breeze, you just gotta find you some shade, man. You get you a nice little ocean breeze. I mean, like when it's like 90 plus, no one's outside anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows stay the fuck inside. Like you know what I'm saying? And the AC businesses in Florida are great. Yeah. Them niggas is making thousands of dollars. Like
Yeah.
niggas, yeah. Like these AC's always gonna work. So it was cool, man. Loved it. It's beautiful as fuck out there.
And then you moved back to Denver after that.
Yeah.
What brought you back out here?
Oh, I ended up breaking up with my girl. That was like my longtime girl and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Is she from
Broke a
Florida?
nigga heart. Yeah, she from Clearwater. She was from Clearwater.
Oh, okay.
But we have visited Miami a lot, like when I was driving and before that even. And I was in love with Miami. In love with Miami. Like I was the one that was like, we were about to move to like I was the one trying to push for that shit because like I was in love with it. And she was like, oh yeah, I'm from Florida. Ooh, yeah, we can do that. So but it was rough when we first got there. But Florida taught me a whole different hustle, man. That South shit, and because Florida's like South and East Coast, so it's like fast too. It's not like just like super slow South. Like it's got that East Coast vibe. Like shit, it's like you got to get your hustle on, and fucking the wages suck out in that bitch, man.
Yeah. Different. It's not
Yeah, shit that you
people
get
got
paid.
like $300,000 houses in like fucking Pueblo.
Yeah, shit that you get paid like $30 an hour for out here. You get paid probably like $16 an hour out there. Like it's terrible. So you gotta get your grind on. You gotta hustle. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people like there ain't too many people out there in Florida that don't sell drugs on the side. A little something, some type of hustle, something.
Yeah.
They just be out distributing. Like everybody got something going on. And I don't know. I kind of liked how I was digging that hustle and bustle. That shit was nice. Like I was like, this is a whole different. Yeah, it was like a whole different vibe. Strangely, Denver is growing into something different, bro. Like back then for sure. Hell yeah. Cause like I used to notice that Denver was hella late to shit. Like I'd have family from out of town come in, like, yo, this song's tight. And they'd be like, nigga, it was playing out on the radio a year ago. I'd be like, what? And I used to never understood that shit. But like Denver's always been kind of late to the party. But like now with this rap shit, like I mean, that's kind of a good thing, low key, because I feel like now, like we're finally starting to get to this like music scene shit. We're starting to like we're late, but it's starting to brew now. So it's like niggas need to hop on it and get on this shit in the groundwork. Because when them floodgates open, I feel like at some point the country's gonna like be like what the fuck going on in Denver? Like,
And it'll be like you said, the floodgates.
yeah, when that happens, dude, the fucking opportunities and all the shit is gonna like y'all niggas better be ready. Instead of bickering about who the best nigga in Denver and who's not on the list and all that type of punk ass shit. Grind your ass off, put stock in your name, invest in yourself, do whatever you can to be a great fucking Colorado artist. Because when these opportunities and these floodgates open up, boy, it's about to be nice. These niggas about to eat out here.
No, that's
Because
dope.
we're like late. We're like the last ones. Niggas gonna be like, oh shit, hold on. What's going on over there in Denver? Nigga, they gonna be like, oh shit, we thought it was a Cowtown. And when they see what the fuck going on, they gonna be like, oh shit. So like we got that advantage and shit. So you know what I'm saying? Niggas better come together and get it right, boy. I'm
There's
ready.
advantages too. I'm glad you think like
Yeah.
that because some people don't.
Yeah.
There's no opportunity out here. It's like, bro,
It's coming. Make it, motherfucker.
yeah,
Like that means you can make it. Like what y'all doing, y'all are making this shit like
I'm trying
y'all
to
making an opportunity. So like y'all are getting on too early. Y'all gonna be one of the motherfuckers that's gonna get to eat. You know, I hope to get there with you. You know? Yeah,
I appreciate that.
so
I did try to see. I know I wasn't the first interview around here, but like, I feel like we came consistent.
yeah,
And like when I seen Zach TV's the Say Cheesy shit, I still feel late. You
yeah,
know, they started before,
yeah.
but I was like, damn, it's cool.
Right, right, right.
We trying to do our part, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying,
Yeah,
look at the studio we're in. Like,
yeah, hell
I feel
yeah,
like this is
hell yeah.
you ain't seen shit like this
Man, y'all doing
before.
y'all thing, man. Y'all doing y'all thing for real.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. Can't wait to see what it come to.
But I mean, shit, you can make. Look at Trevor. I'm not counting Dude's part because I don't know how much he makes, but you know damn well off them credits and the
Yeah,
nominations.
he's got a name,
Yeah,
man, and
like,
he's getting gigs now like crazy. So he's like almost starting to bubble hot again. I feel like the nigga about to drop something almost.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? I could tell when the nigga's
Because that
in
album art
album
was
mode.
crazy.
Yeah, I could tell with this y'all song. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Trev Rich is one of the niggas I look up to in this shit. Him and AP and niggas
Mm,
like that, man. That really grind for their shit, bro. Like
for
they
real.
got the discographies and the work to prove that they've been on it. Like you know what I'm saying. So I'm trying to build my shit.
Mhm. How do you feel like the scene or Denver as a whole has even changed since like you first got introduced to it to now?
Like I said, man, it's growing. So like we got the blessing of being in the blossoming stages of this shit.
Mm,
Like one thing about it is like I feel like people shouldn't focus on trying to make a Denver sound. Like that's the last thing we should do. I think that we should capitalize on being the city that don't have no sound.
mm.
I think that should be our
It's
little
like
thing. Yeah. So like because what happens in that situation is people reach more. People will reach in style wise. They'll fucking like you'll have niggas trying to sing, trying to do this, trying to do that, because you'll have people more trying to get something on the radio as to trying to adjust to a popular sound in the area. So when everyone's trying to make a hit, it actually like I feel like it creates better music. It creates people like music that's like something that's more suitable for the radio, and eventually Colorado niggas is gonna start hitting radio. You know what I'm saying? Um,
You see it already, just not in like a mainstream
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah. I feel like it's just about to start really like getting cracking out here because like just off of the strength that just the shock value of people not knowing what the fuck's going on out here. You know, you'll be surprised how many people I ran into in Miami. That I was like, I'm from Denver, nigga. You from Denver? Nigga, there's niggas in Denver.
Right.
Yeah, this game makers in Denver. It's like, boy, shut up. Like, shit's crazy out there. Like, I grew up crazy. like, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's here to like let people tell their story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what did you think about that Swamp Stories little video?
Um, I don't know. I mean, isn't any press good press these days?
Right. Right.
I didn't like that
You
they
don't
was
know if they
you know what I'm saying, and I don't want to speak for nobody, but you know, shout out to Trey King. I don't feel like she really blessed that. Like I feel like he was just like I think that's kind of dirty to rip clips from a nigga music video and
yeah,
put
he
them
did.
in a category, call her rolling 30s and like that's kind of some indictment type shit. I don't like that type of shit. That's kind of like because cops are stupid, bro. Cops will look at that and be like, oh, well, yeah, she might be rolling 30s. Like, oh, that might be the leader there. Like, cops use these fucking media outlets. Like, so, like, I understand where some of the media outlets are coming from as far as, like, you want to make content and shit, but, like, y'all, like, a lot of media outlets don't realize how much the police, like, how lazy the fucking police are. and that how much they feel like this is helping them to, like, you know what I'm saying, accomplish shit in their jobs, because they watch this shit. They watch YouTube like a motherfucker. There is real hip hop police. Like, and that shit is not cool to like rip off a nigga's fucking music video, put it on a story about niggas burning up some shit. Like, that wasn't even, I don't even like the bro, like this shit was just weird. But I mean, it did shed light to shit. Like, I mean, that shit did happen. Like, nigga, I remember when the Holly got burnt down. Shit was wild. I remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't realize that. A lot of people probably didn't know about that. So I was like, I mean, at least he shed some light to some shit, but I don't know about the like other shit with like specific people and putting people's clips in there and trying to portray shit. Like, I don't like that type of shit.
What kind of advice would you have for like Mile High Minute as a media platform?
I think y'all should just keep it real, like on some like, yeah, just keep it real. Like don't fall for the street shit trick. Like, don't promote this whole like, cause these indictments get more serious. They're like this like liberal like fucking cancel culture way of like the world's going. Niggas is tired of seeing the super violence and the like you know what I'm saying, like the mainstream, the fucking the consumer is starting to turn on that shit, because you know what I'm saying, the police are turning on, and like it's becoming this whole like fucking indictment charade, or all these fucking states is like everyone's doing indictment. It's like a fucking fad now. Like it's like, yes, I don't appreciate the fucking media outlets glorifying the street shit, because I feel like this is how our culture is being viewed right now. Like, this is like hip hop culture is how our culture is being viewed. So like people in India and like different countries and shit, when they watch this shit, they think that all niggas are ignorant street niggas that kill people. And so when we go to these other countries, we get treated crazy. Or when like we run into like other like places in the country that aren't majority black, we get treated crazy because of the fucking, and it's not the media's job to portray black people as good, but I do believe it's the media's job to portray humans as human at some point, and I feel like we're getting lost in that shit. Like, we're getting too into the clickbait shit.
Yeah.
And the street shit is the hot clickbait right now. And it's making niggas look crazy like animals and shit. And we're not. Like, we're actually really dope artists and like people that don't want to fucking die and kill and shit. And you know what I'm saying? So,
Okay, I appreciate that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's tough because I battle with that. I'm in this ethics
Yeah.
class right now.
Well, it's hard because niggas is pushing that on you too.
Oh yeah,
Like the niggas that's like they're like, oh, this is what's selling. Let me be the street nigga. I'm on that. Like, you dumbass nigga, shut up. Yeah.
as I got older and like more smart, I'm like, yeah, I got to stay away from certain shit.
Right. Because
Because
it end up falling on you.
yeah, man,
And it always ends up falling on a more responsible person.
right, yeah, and it's like
The ignorant motherfuckers never have to deal with it for real. It's always like the person that has the most to lose that fucking gets like shit in.
Up like, oh, he's
He's with on, yeah.
he's with this group, you know, like it's just weird.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah.
I don't know, it's fucking weird, but it's tough because it's like, damn, like I've built this shit, but at the same time, like you said, it's that ethics type. Like, I don't want to see motherfuckers beefing and like this and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah. And niggas be quick to try to like get on some shit too. Like,
oh yeah,
I done had a couple niggas talk crazy to me on the internet. Like, nigga, we get on the street. I'm like, man, you have no idea what the fuck who I am. But I'm like, I'm not gonna fall for that though, because it's like then we just end up two dumb niggas trying to prove who's harder. And either way, like either I'm gonna get killed or I'm gonna make a mess. Either way, either way, I'm not gonna win and shit. So
they want you to crash out. Like,
yeah.
Okay, Eastside Uzumaki tape. How did that tape come together? What were the influences behind it and the plan and process and everything?
Eastside Uzumaki. Actually, Eastside Uzumaki, I actually dropped a tape called Earporn first.
Earporn.
Yeah, through fucking TuneCore, and then they took all my music down because I wasn't paying them anymore because I like it. But I was like, fuck them.
So yeah,
Yeah, like
I was on
I
some.
didn't know they was gonna take all my shit down though. I was like, what the fuck? So I re-released some shit and like recorded some new shit, and I was just on some different shit at that time. I was like, I feel like I want to like be a little more entertaining, be a little more visual with this shit. So I fucking just threw on the fucking because I did that Goat Talk shit with the mask and the fucking and shit, and I was like, I'm gonna just play off of this, and so I've been fucking popping ski masks on and getting more like better visuals and like I don't know like because I started realizing that like audio these days like music this day sells better with visuals.
Oh yeah, it's different.
Like this is a very visual world. Like they want to see like you know what I'm saying like that shit really attaches to it just does something different. So
That's how you build the groundwork too, or like
yeah,
just the foundation too,
yeah, yeah,
to make
yeah.
people okay. I'm gonna go check out this tape.
Right, right. Right. Yeah. Eastside was my just a vibe. I felt like I was giving. I felt like it was a title that people was gonna be like, "What the fuck that supposed to mean?" And like, like only nerd motherfuckers is gonna know what the Uzumaki is.
Right.
And you know, but the Eastside shit probably stand out to the street niggas.
Right.
And which is funny because it's like it's my street side and my nerd side. Cause I've always been a nerd in the hood. Always been the goofy hood clown. Like you know what I'm saying. But like, that's just always been me and shit. So like, I try to like be myself to the fullest, so to speak, type shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. And you enjoy battle rap.
hell yeah, man.
That's kind of unique because actually when I went to Arizona, they was kind of on that. Like that was
I
kind
got
of
into battle rap in Florida. Yeah.
yeah, but like you say, like you hear about it more on the east, like
hmm
out east. But so yeah, talk about that a little bit. How you feel
So,
about
um, I started battle rapping in Florida under this battle league called Mowash. This dude named Moses Washington, who he writes plays and shit. Like he a cool dude. Like he be doing shit. Um, and then you had like battle leagues out there like Bomb First and fucking Gates of the Garden and shit like that. So like the battle rap is like a big deal low key in Florida. I don't know if people know that, but like
it?
Florida get like I'm talking from North Florida to South Florida, like they get down with the
I
battle
know.
rap shit.
It's
It's
most
a
like
whole culture out there. So I was
Midwest,
like,
East Coast stuff.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it traveled from New York down there because it's tough out there right now. So when I was my first battle rap, I was like, oh shit, this I want to do this. Like and I started getting in. Like I literally got like into it that like just a couple years ago. And like I mean, I'm already a writer. I'm a wordsmith and shit. So like it's easy for me to put shit together. And like my first battle was with a talented female battle rapper, beautiful bitch. It's not a bitch. Not beautiful woman, beautiful battle rapper named Blackjack, and she was a good friend of mine afterwards. But I tore her ass apart for that battle, and I got like some decent reaction, and that was enough for me to be like, oh, I want to fucking do this shit too. Cause I felt like man, a lot of people live in these boxes and shit where you can't do a bunch of shit. Like I look up
That would be
to a nigga like Donald Glover, bro. Like you know,
yeah,
Donald, yeah, nigga writes and fucking raps and acts and like that's a nigga expressing himself through so many avenues of fucking
that,
art. Like man, this man, like nigga, that's the type of shit I'm on, man.
the video he did a couple years ago that This Is America. That
Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about, bro. Like that dude is crazy. So that's my guy, and he actually drove in this too, ironically. But
oh, he did.
yeah, yeah. A lot of people don't know that. But
What about comedy? How did you get into
I mean, I always just been a funny nigga, man. Yeah, I always just been a goofy ass nigga, man. I always been a goofy ass nigga. Like I never took myself that serious, bro. I was always in the hood making niggas laugh. Like that's how niggas know me. Like I've always been popular in all the schools I went to and shit because I was just a goofy ass nigga who would make everybody laugh and shit. And the nigga could fight too. You know what I'm saying? Niggas knew how I get down, man. Like I was just that nigga, man. I was just a hood clown, bro.
how
Just
did you,
fucking
sorry, he's gonna-
no. Sometimes I ramble on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
how did you feel about like Denver platforms getting flagged this week? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Facebooks and Twitter. It's crazy. Like one person says something, then the floodgates open. Boom, everyone.
Yeah, man.
Third Mile High
I
Minute.
don't know, man. Everybody says they're fucking so street and shit, but didn't go like everybody's so internet at the same time. It's just so confusing. I just don't get it, man. I could never like shit just don't bother me that much in life. Like I feel like I must really got some shit going on or something because I can't imagine getting that worked up about shit that I be seeing on it. Like I don't know, man. Like sometimes I talk shit on the internet and comment posts, but when I see it getting serious, I get the fuck up out of there. So I'm like, oh nigga, I'm just bullshitting. Nigga, if you don't want to get serious with me, like nigga, I fucking like I don't take internet shit serious. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like people getting more sensitive and shit, bro. It's starting to piss me off. It hurt. I feel like it hurts comedy too, because I'm in love with comedy. I like people making people laugh and shit. But like, I've been offending people lately.
Yeah.
Like people been in my DMs lately and shit. Like,
Can't say
yeah,
shit.
talking about certain memes or something that I put up, or like certain jokes I said or some shit. Niggas be like that was shit. Like, nigga, get the fuck off my dick. What the fuck? What is this? Like, if I'm a goofy, like you know who the fuck I am. Like you know like you know that I'm a like comedian clown type dude. Like I'm not no like watch for your feelings, tiptoe around shit type dude. Like I'm not like I don't go out of my way to try to disrespect nobody, but like
Right.
I don't like that sensitive shit, bro. Like that shit is I stay away from sensitive niggas. I stay away from it.
Someone said that Colorado Springs got better rappers than Denver. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I don't know. Cause I
He's a
feel like there's a lot of Colorado I feel like spring rappers are real rapidy type niggas. So maybe they do. Yeah, they're like real like Tech Nine type niggas, like strange music type rappers. So maybe they are like nigga, they probably do got more bars than they were. But these days, that's not what sells. Like, and that's not. I'm not saying that's what's important, but I think it's important to have a good like. That's why I like battle rap, bro, because I get to differentiate. I get to separate the worlds of like super lyricism and just catching a vibe and trying to make something catchy or something that'll, you know what I'm saying? I get to separate that and it feels so much better like that. Cause like I used to get way too lyrical in my raps and it just was not it. And I felt like I built a better small fan, but like I feel like I got better reviews for my music when I started like doing more like shit that's like more catchy, more like, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to sing more, trying to like make more like, I don't know, vibey type shit. Yeah. Like it's more about a vibe than just bars. Save the bars for the battle rap and shit.
No, that's real. There's different like genres of the genre. Like you got, and it'd be crazy because some people they will just see like the Trevs and APs which are going crazy. Don't get me wrong, but they
Mm-hmm.
won't even know that we got Lil Travieso down in
Mm-hmm.
Springs doing
Mm-hmm.
millions of views on YouTube and shit. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Rest in peace to him. But or like Black Pegasus has done millions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's
Troy Good.
it's really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's different types of artists and different genres. But
Mm-hmm.
okay, Javante Davis and Ryan Garcia got a big fight coming up. Who you got?
Man, at first I was saying Ryan because that left hook something nasty and
Yeah,
fucking fighting someone who's southpaw is not like people think that doesn't make a difference. Like that makes a huge difference.
yeah.
But nigga, I don't know, man. How cocky's coming into this fight now? Oh, he about to get slept, bro. I'm like, man, what did you do? You need to take him serious. That's a demon.
Davis.
Hank's a demon, bro. Like, what is you like? You need to be getting ready for the fight of your life. Like, you need to be like, you need to be scared of this nigga. Like, fear is not a bad thing, man. Fear can get you through a lot of shit. Fear, nigga, a scared nigga would like, yeah, and any OG old nigga know this. A scared nigga would kill you way quicker than a gangster will. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you see, you about to pull something out. Scared nigga will pop your ass so quick without even thinking about it because he's scared of your ass. Oh my God. Yeah. A gangster just trying to look tough. Nigga, a lot of niggas who got killed by some pussy nigga. He was scared of their ass. That's why I try not to intimidate people either. I try not to, because like, nigga, I used to be a big bully ass nigga. I'm a big dude. Like, I'm not no little dude. I used to be a big bully ass nigga, carry my weight around fucking, but I don't do that shit no more. Scared niggas can kill you. Scared nigga kill you quick. He's scared of your ass.
That's real.
Scared for his life.
That's real. Because me and my homie, we played basketball in high school. We used to go around the halls with our ball, like dunking on people in the hallway.
Yeah.
Fucking around.
Yeah.
And
Fuck
then,
around, could have caught somebody with PTSD and then fucking stabbed your ass. So.
damn, like that shit. Like it's not like
I mean, it's different when you kids. Kids are assholes, man.
But still,
But
like,
when you take that shit into adulthood
yeah,
and you live your life being a fucking asshole,
yeah,
trying to be tough, trying to portray this as a grown man, it's a different ball game
true. Yeah,
because we live in a world now where most people have guns and niggas is not trying to fight and shit. So it's like, what is you trying to be so tough for?
and most people, I don't know when I say most, but like a lot of people ain't gonna brandish it. They ain't putting it on.
Right,
But
right,
you never know.
right. I seen a video just recently of these fucking there's a bunch of black dudes in the gas station tripping on this Mexican lady in the back. And one of her Mexican homies came in. I was some older dude, he looked like just a worker, fucking
Yeah.
dirty t-shirt, jeans, boots. And they could talk shit to this nigga. He pull out a big whamp da damn, and he start fucking shit up. Boom, boom. He shooting niggas. He had left and right. All them gangster ass niggas was gone. They scattered. All that shit went the fuck out the window. All that tough guy shit went the fuck out the window. Cause they didn't expect this fucking little punk scared looking dude to. He's scared though. If you scared with a gun, what the fuck you gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna pull that bitch out. Yeah. Then he became the aggressor. He's chasing them niggas around the fight. I was like, yo, that's why you don't bully people. That's why you don't disrespect people for no reason. Type shit.
Never know.
Yeah,
And the craziest thing too
that
is
energy come back to you.
and it be a lot of times too, what I notice is like a lot of the real like I guess gangsters or whatever, like they ain't even really pressing. Like, they be the ones trying to be too tough that be pressing
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah, yeah.
But anyways, top rappers in Colorado, top three, top five opinion.
Um, I like, I definitely like Trev. Definitely like AP. Um, 100 Packs Fire. Um, man, there's a couple of people that's fire. I fuck with YG Case. Case is hard. Fucking Trey Funk the Don. Cuz hard as fuck. I like him.
Yeah.
Cause like out of all the not to shit on nobody else, but like out of all the Eastside niggas that be rapping shit, the shit I like about Trey Funk shit is his shit sound a little different than just the average like gangster nigga shit. Like he kind of like he do like a little singing swirl things like nigga that shit's hard nigga. I like his shit. His shit is hard. Like he do that little shit. I like that shit. Yeah, like he do like a. It's not like he's not singing, but he's not rapping. Like it's different, bro. It's different. It sounds different to me, so I like it. I like people that reach for like different type sounds and shit. I like that type shit, man. Um, me, of course, you know what I'm saying. And I worked with some fire people too, like Vic Carter. I just got done working with Vic Carter. Vic's nasty. Vic's nasty. I almost forgot he did music. And I went in the studio when we did that last video, and fucking he played me some of his music. I'm like, damn, bro, I forgot this nigga's fire.
Fuck with me.
Yeah,
He's dope.
yeah. He's got a wide range of styles like me too, so I like him. Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he tell me all the time, like, oh, I wouldn't like that nephew, but like he don't understand, like, nigga, when you're in that position as like when you feel yeah, you feel like you grown, like and my grandma, like I was raised like old school and shit. I was raised to be like we grown at 18. Like you ain't no kid no more.
No, that's
And
real.
I'm fucking up. I'm like, damn, this shit ain't it. Like I was mad at myself and it's like almost made me mad at other people.
Right. I was sleeping on my younger brother. He's only a year younger, but still, I'm sleeping on his couch like all this
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
I couldn't even sleep on the couch because it
It's
was
fucking embarrassing. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like,
bitch.
yeah,
Can't
yeah,
like,
yeah. Even living with roommates sucked. Like even when I finally kind of got like when I came back from Denver, from Florida to back to Denver, I had to live with roommates for a while. And, man, I don't like I ain't had no problems with nobody, but this was like sucked, bro.
it's still
I just didn't like it.
it's crazy sad too because I was living with roommates. I just moved out of there. I finally
Yeah, yeah,
girl and shit, but it was crazy because like I went from being like couch to couch sleeping in my car, so like barely any bitches to okay now I got roommates, so I'm getting some bitches, but they still looking at you like
yeah.
you know
Right,
still got your own place, blah blah blah,
right.
and go be with whoever, and finally like boom, in my own place and shit.
Yeah.
It feels good because
Fuck yeah.
and then you deal with the roommates. Everyone has their own little like
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I be blaming fucking Future and shit when I'm taking a shower. And you know what I'm saying? I gotta worry about a nigga knocking at the door or nothing, or fucking like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta worry about somebody studying for something or somebody doing like, fuck you. I don't gotta worry about people eating my shit.
Or just taking shit without asking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit around, doing
Right. Yeah. Fucking, you never know how much you like your own fucking pair of nail clippers until someone goes in your room and just randomly fucks steals your nail clippers. You like, nigga, it sounds petty, but you like, nigga, fuck, I gotta get out of here. Nigga, like, that was like one of the breaking points too. I was like, yo, I can't even have my own nail clippers.
my roommate, he was a little older dude, and he was like leaving notes. If I left one dish out, he would leave a note like, "You left this here on purpose." Blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
yeah.
I was
See, I
like,
had the opposite. I had roommates. That fucking kitchen looked crazy.
yeah, I had both.
That shit looked like Baghdad, bro. Every morning, I was like, "Yo, we gonna get roaches at some point." Luckily, Denver don't got roaches like that, but
True, true.
boy, if we was in Florida with that bullshit, oh no,
I had roaches in like elementary school at one point. It was nasty. My
damn.
mom was hoarding.
When I lived in Florida, bro,
I bet.
I met a roach, bro. My first night there with my girlfriend, we had to get an air mattress because I bought bought a new mattress. It's coming in the mail still, so we had to sleep on an air mattress. First night, fucking, I feel something on my face. I think it's like her hair or something, and I grab at it, and I grab something alive. And my first thought is like, oh shit, one of them lizards got in here. So I was seeing a bunch of lizards running around, and I was like, there's no way this could be it. Like my brain didn't even consider this could be a bug. Cause nigga, it was like, I was like, oh, so that's obviously a lizard. Cause there's no bug that big. And then I was like, boy, I threw that bitch. And I swear to God, this is what I heard. It went, I heard this motherfucker's footsteps. I was like, what the I got up, I started tripping. I woke the whole fucking apartment up. That shit. I was like, right, man, I'm looking for this motherfucker, bro. I'm like 2 hours trying to find this bitch. Finally find them. I didn't know they could fly. The ones in Florida are huge and they fly at you. And fuck it. So I'm battling this motherfucker. I hit him with a boot. Fuck, I'm thinking he's dead. I go get a tissue, come back, this nigga's gone. Like, and I bash this shit in. So I'm like, what the fuck? How? It was, man, that was my first night. So next day I got a bunch of fucking pesticide and went crazy with it.
I bet.
I went crazy with it.
I've never been to Florida, but I might be going
Our
this summer.
fucking apartment was empty. We didn't even eat. We didn't even eat in there. There was no food. It was just cleaned by the fucking. It don't matter how clean your shit is in Florida. Roaches are gonna get in.
That's scary.
Yeah, they running from lizards and shit. You could hear the fucking lizards in your walls eating the fucking roaches, chasing them and shit. You hear little, and it's not rats shit. It's fucking lizards, fucking roaches up. It's crazy, man. Florida's a different place, nigga. That shit like Kong Island. The possums are like fucking this big.
They probably do got some.
They don't got mountain lions. Them niggas got alligators and fucking 6-foot iguanas that fall out of the tree for no reason when it gets too cold and shit. Like they got their shit. And they got fucking domestic, like they have monkeys. They have wild monkeys in Florida. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, they have fucking wild monkeys.
See, but
yeah, until they steal your lunch out your fucking work truck. Yeah.
That is okay. What is one piece of advice you would tell your younger self?
Stop trying to prove yourself. Like, I feel like I
feel like
I put out a lot of evil energy in the past trying to be accepted, trying to be looked at as respected or tough or feared. I don't know what I was looking for. I was looking for something. But yeah, I was just telling myself like, like don't worry about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. This is natural human anxiety we have to be fucking accepted and shit, especially when you're young. So it's hard to even tell yourself that. I probably wouldn't even listen. I'm like, fuck you, nigga. You fat as hell in the future. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, I needed to go through all that, man. I needed to go through everything I went through.
What do you feel is the most common misconception about you?
Shit. I don't know, man. I mean, people fuck with me, but I feel like everybody's on some like, and I don't want to just say it's Colorado because I feel like it's everywhere, but like, I feel like in Colorado a lot, shit just been going based off like the internet and like shit like that. Like, it just seems like this weird little competition thing with everybody. Like, like people have a hard time swallowing that like someone's trying to win, like someone's trying to go for something and shit. Like I almost feel like
actually doing something.
yeah. Cause I feel like niggas was kind of laughing at me low key when I first started rapping and putting out shit and like niggas like, nah, this nigga, but like years later, nigga features later, fucking like hard work later, like you know what I'm saying? I still ain't really got to where I want to be, but like I done put in work, I done did shit out here. I'm about to battle Chilla Jones, this nigga's a legend. Like shit, like I'm out here doing shit. So it's like I feel like it went from laughing to people just watching now. Like I'll see like a lot of fucking like my views have gone up a lot lately, but them likes ain't and the fucking comments and shit haven't. So I feel like people just watching, like you know what I'm saying. And I feel like that comes from the mentality of like competition or some shit. Like they don't really want to see a nigga outwin them or some shit. Instead of being like, yeah, nigga, let's get this shit. Like it was collective out in Florida, bro. I was buying weed in Florida. I was buying the weed from niggas who grew up with XXX Adaptation and shit. And like niggas was like connected there. Like they all like helped him get there. Like they was helping him pack out these fucking little underground shows and shit and getting him like like it's like a yeah man, it's like a fucking group effort and shit. Like out here everybody's in competition, everybody want to be that guy, and like you could be that guy and still fucking up the next man. Like niggas is weird, bro. I don't get it. Like but
it's there's a lack of teamwork. I feel like a lot
yeah.
of people.
Yeah. And I feel like the biggest misconception with me, especially after I've grown a lot in life, is that people like might get to know me and realize that I'm a cool dude, nice dude, or whatever, and they'll think that I'm soft and that I'm not fucking mentally scarred and traumatized and a little mentally ill, and that I won't fucking do some nut shit. I'll take it there. Like nigga, I don't want to, but like I'll be praying that niggas don't try me and shit, like, cause I hate the concept of trying to be a better person and then people wanting to take advantage of that.
They want you to crash out. Like,
And then that demon in me is like, nigga, show them what you can do. Like, nigga, and I'm like, no. Cause eventually, man, it's not going like, you know, I've gotten away with a lot of shit. And it's just not gonna keep working out like that. So I refuse to put out negative energy. And I feel like on this journey, it's been a lot of like niggas looking like, can I try this nigga? Like type shit. And I hate the animosity between like people. Like, I don't know, man. It's just like,
it's interesting.
yeah.
I feel you.
I feel like because people think I look tough or something that they feel like they're like, oh, he got tattoos, he big nigga, like he must think he tough. It's like, nah, nigga, I'm cool, nigga. Don't make me go there though. But like, nigga, I like that. My first instinct is be cool and like, cause I done made a lot of connections and like a lot of like friends and shit like that. Like I would never got that feature from Gunplay if I wasn't cool enough with Caputo for him to know that I'm cool enough to talk to a nigga and make him feel like I'm cool and like, cause Gunplay's a paranoid, Gunplay's a real nigga. That nigga pulled up to the studio in a hoopty with a wife beater on and a pistol in his shit. Nigga, like this nigga looks, he still lives like kind of ghetto and shit. Like that's a real nigga. Like he's kind of paranoid. He talks kind of crazy and shit. Nigga had a coke problem, Loki, but like he ain't the type of nigga that any nigga can approach, bro. But like my nigga knew that I'm a good like networking nigga. My first instinct is to be cool with niggas. So I take it as a spit in the face when niggas try to try me and then say like some crazy nut shit. Yeah, like we get on some street shit or nothing. Like, bro, nigga, no. I promise, like, cause then when I pull that demon out, niggas look at me like I'm crazy. And I've had a lot of situations like that where like I was the nigga, like I'm thinking we all gangsters and I do some shit and niggas, I'm like looking around, niggas is like, oh, this nigga's crazy. I'm like, nigga, I thought we was gangsters. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like I don't like falling for that shit again, cause like niggas don't be I'm not trying to be out here trying to call niggas bluffs, trying to fucking like I don't like that animosity shit, bro. Like it's just such an insecure, like I don't know what it is, like just like little young, like it's like I would say it's young nigga shit, but like it's not. Cause just a lot of older niggas be like that too. It's just a lot of like jealousy and shit. But I mean, I'm maneuvered through it good. I'm really good at protecting myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up boxing, fighting and shit, and you know what I'm saying? It can get ugly like that, but I'm not a crash dummy. So, but like you know, I'm efficient at protecting myself, so I don't let it bother me too much. But I wish that we could like network more, yeah, and kind of work as a collective a little more. I feel like Denver would go a little faster, but it's coming regardless. I see it coming.
Are you a Dodgers fan?
Nah, And I mean, I like the Dodgers actually, but like I don't really watch baseball like that. And I got a whole fucking PR on my neck. But you know what I'm saying? I just like baseball apparel and fucking
Okay.
this is like $300. It's like a $300 hoodie. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still from the east side, you know what I'm saying? Keep it like I live a different lifestyle. Like I don't attach myself to no gang or street activity at all. But you know what I'm saying? I'm still east side nigga though.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
You
Yeah.
like all Denver teams, all Colorado teams.
I try, man. I try to be a Broncos fan. They make it real hard on nigga. I hope Russ come back next year and do something for us, man.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
How'd you feel
Nuggets are fucking fire. I love loving them niggas. I don't care they lost last year. I love the Nuggets right now.
Yeah,
They fucking yeah.
this team in the league. How'd you feel about speaking of which, after that game against the Grizzlies, shout out Trevor AP who actually performed at the halftime show. Ja Morant pull up to Shotgun Willie.
Shotgun Willies.
Go
I
ahead.
was talking to niggas at work today who was at the Shotgun Willies that he was at that same night.
You were there?
Yeah. No, I was talking to people at work today. They was like, yeah, man, I seen Ja fucking the next day that happened. And yeah, shit was funny.
Strip club to go to too.
Yeah. They must have got that. They must have got Buddy drunk as fuck. I never even been to Shotgun Willie's myself.
Really?
And I'm a native.
It's a lot, like it's different music.
Yeah. And then once you lived in Miami and went to them strip clubs, I'll probably never go to strip club out here.
It's different in Texas.
Yeah. Like what are they? They're like a non-nude state here, kind of, right? Like
I think it was
like it's like a topless type thing going on.
I think it was nude, but it was just like more like white people
Yeah.
dubstep. You know, like
Yeah. Florida is like big booty Puerto Rican bitches. You walk in the door and this pussy all in your face. Yeah. It's pussy all in. They be like, don't touch, and they just fucking rub you. But I'm like, damn, bitch, you touching me with your pussy. Yeah, bitch, that ain't fucking damn. Bro, it's different. It'll make you not only want to come to strip club out here, unfortunately.
What do you think about the flag John's been getting though for pulling out that gun?
Man, I blame motherfucking young boy. Cause nigga, I done been in the car bumping young boy and then pulled my shit out a couple times. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Something about that nigga music is something. Fix that. Like nah. But I mean, Buddy was drunk listening to young boy. He's still a young nigga, man, and he shouldn't be like, you know, everybody's like, oh man, you gotta think about your thing. You're not young black with millions. You can't you don't know how to bro, I get in moments where I'm hyped, like I'm feeling myself and I ain't got his money. Or you know what I'm saying? Like I be having moments where I'm feeling myself and like you just like on some like, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean I don't do the whole internet and gun shit thing no more. Like I just shot a video with like some gun props and shit, but like it was more like kind of like an artistic type thing. Like yeah. But like I don't believe in the whole like we used to shoot videos like that where it was like nigga, and I felt sorry for the cameraman because nigga, we used to have guns and, like we used to do that shit, but we couldn't even release them, bro. They'll get taken down. Police would come knocking about it. It was all like it wasn't even worth it, bro. We thought it was gonna blow up off that type of shit.
Tell folks I'm not shooting it.
Yeah. It takes that one dumb motherfucker to not have his shit on safety or something or have it chambered, and bam, you killed on camera.
Time too, like people mistakes, accidents.
Fuck that. Yeah. People shoot themselves all the time. They shoot themselves, let alone pointing at somebody doing this, fucking drunk, high. Fuck that. Like he's looking. Yeah. I done did all that, and looking back, that shit is dumb as fuck. Like damn.
I've even been on the camera side too and done that shit.
Yeah, me too. I've been on both sides of it, and this dumb. Like yeah, it's dumb. I could have got shot. Could have shot somebody on accident, fucking trying to flex some fucking dumb shit, man. It's wild.
Okay. Well, this has been a legendary interview. You almost definitely passed out.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We talked about a lot of good shit. Do you have any final thoughts, shout outs, last
No, man, I feel like, man, we out here in the mountains, we growing and shit. I'm excited to see where everybody's at in the next few years, man. I'm excited to see what goes on, what transpires here in the next few years. Like I'm excited about myself and I'm excited about what other people got going on, and a lot of the artists coming out is dope. And man, I'm just excited, man. Like I feel like, you know what I'm saying, everybody needs to keep the positivity high. That's the type of shit I'm on. And yeah, nigga, let's have fun, bro. This shit about to go up. Yeah. Oh yeah, and come to my battle. Or like yeah. Come to the battle April 1st. At the river. What's that, like Brighton and fucking
Like
goddamn.
Rhino?
Yeah. The river bar. Um April 1st, man. I'm battling Chilla Jones, bro. Chilla Jones, the legend. Yeah. Dre Dennis is battling. Danny Myers is battling that night. It's gonna be a crazy card.
I might have to go to that just because I've never been
Yeah,
there.
you should honestly you should go there just for interviews you can get with these are like in the battle, like in the regular world, these niggas, like, people might not even know these niggas. In the battle world, these niggas, this is Snoop Dogg, this is fucking Nate, like this is like Chilla Jones. I can't believe I'm about to battle Chilla Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit's crazy. And Dre Dennis is been putting in work like crazy. And Danny Myers is a certified. I think he's the champion of the year right now at URL. Yeah, so like this gonna be big names out there. You get some nice interviews, quick interviews after battles and shit out there.
Definitely.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'll give you VO's number. VO, shout VO. VO the face. He's the owner of the Body Bags Battle League out here. So I'll get you his number and shit. He'll probably, yeah. We gotta do that, man. We gotta connect, and that's what I'm on, man. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, what's the first song after this interview everyone should go check out? You can only name one song.
Driveway. Check out Driveway, man. I'm dropping the visuals to that soon. That's one of my deeper songs. That's one of my singing songs. I'm kind of stretching my voice. I mean, of course I use autotune because I'm not motherfucking Chris Brown and shit, but it's a good song, man. It's a good song. Dope visuals. Done by Vic Carter visuals. You know what I'm saying? It's lit, man. Check out Driveway by Mathias DaGreat.
Where can people find you on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all that?
Mathias DaGreat on IG. Corey DaGreat on TikTok. I'm on Twitter. I think Real Savvy on Twitter. That's when I used to, you know what I'm saying? That's one of my old usernames. Facebook, Corey Madison, you know what I'm saying? It's on my government, ain't afraid to use it. And yeah, man, we just out here working, trying to make something of ourselves. Check us out.
Can I get a shout out from Mile High Minute one time?
Hell yeah, man. Shout out to my minute, man. Shout out my boy Brent, man. This shit's great, man. This is something, like, I feel like I'm a part of history right now, just doing this right now. So yeah, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. Do not stop, bro. Keep your foot on the next, nigga. All right, man. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to the sponsors of today's video. Y'all need some studio time. Go tap in with Dream Space Studios, man. The hottest studio in Denver. I promise you that, man.
The floors are marble.
Can't get this quality engineering work nowhere else, man. Tap
Good shit.
Should be cheap, you know what I'm saying? Dream Space Studios. And shout out to the sponsor, the other sponsor, the one that's for the go-getters, 3M Water. Hydration for the go-getters. Go get that, man. Kept us hydrated for this whole interview.
This is what Mathias drinks.
Yes, sir. Hit that like button, comment down below who you want to see next on the Mile High and your favorite Mathias DaGreat song.
No,
I was saying, tell them.
Oh.
I mean, shit.
I'm in interview mode. I'm like, no, I was gonna say, dude, this is a female rapper out here. Her name's she won't be named. She's making noise out here, and she about to do some big things. I think you should definitely interview her. It'll be interesting to interview. She's originally from Memphis, but she's out here doing her music, and she's doing her thing. I connected with her. She was on LA Chat's mixtape. LA Chat from 3 6 Mafia. Yeah, so she's dope. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, make sure y'all leave a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell button to stay notified when all the latest news drops. Make sure you follow Mile High Man on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. All that links be in the description of this video. Mile High Man, the #1 podcast in the universe, in the mountains, in the Mountain West region. We out.